exactly where my feet are planted, okay? On, we know, is on a surface, touching something on top. And in is inside something. Now, when we talk about vehicles, modes of transportation, that's this, where it's a little bit more complicated. So notice we use in even when it's small modes of transportation, like a car. We say the puppy is in the car, right? The puppy is in the canoe because it's small. The puppy is in the taxi. But when it's big, we say on. Even we know it's not on the bus. He's not on the bus. He's not on the airplane. But we say on for big modes of transportation, like an airplane, a train, on the bus, a truck. Trucks are interesting. We say, if it's a big truck that has like vegetables and fruits, we say on the truck. But if it's a normal truck that we drive, we say in the truck. All right? What about the tuk-tuk? Tuk-tuks are small. So we say, I'm in a tuk-tuk. In the tuk-tuk. What about motorcycle? On, when we say on, because we're on top of it, and it's small. Motorcycle, bicycle, any kind, a horse, because it moves, horse, right? But how about, so, sometimes, for some we can use either one. For who rides a submarine? Nobody rides a submarine, but we can say on a submarine or in a submarine. But we say, what about boat? On a boat. But what about canoe? In a canoe. Yeah, because it's smaller. But on a ship, on a yacht, on a cruise, because it's big. So we use the word on when it's big. And we use the word in when it's smaller, but we use on when you are actually on top of the vehicle. All right? Except for helicopter and canoe, you can say in or on. Either way, I'm in a helicopter or I'm riding on a helicopter. Both are acceptable. Or I'm in a submarine or I'm on a submarine. But we all know it always means inside. You're never going to ride on a train. Okay, so let's just review quickly. Let's just go through some of these and you guys can tell me what you think. How about number one? Well, the puppy is in a rowboat. Because on a bus. Very good. The next one? On a motorcycle. What about the next one? In a truck. What about the next one? Very good. On a ferry boat, because it's kind of big. The next one, 5. On a motorcycle. And number 6, on an airplane. Number 7, on a skateboard, because it's small, but we go on top of it. All right? Number 8, in a car. Number 9, in a minivan, because it's smaller, not like a big airplane. What about this one? Right, because he's actually in the canoe. And number 11, the puppy is on a helicopter or in a helicopter. Doesn't matter. What about this one? In a stroller, because it's small and he's inside it, right? In a taxi. On a train. And following. What about the BTS? On the BTS. What about the MRT? I was on the MRT. So we would say on because it's big. Even though we are underground and we're inside, but we say on, okay? Good job. So just kind of keep that in mind. And what we want to do, okay. In these examples, let me move it a little bit. Is that better? These examples we use in, at, or on. What do you think? Could you read number 1, June? Oh, yeah. Let me make it a little bigger. This is really small. Oh, where'd it go? There. How about that?
In my bed, I always keep some.
I always keep some. Let's read it together. Good. In case of emergency, I always keep some extra money in, because it's inside something. What about number 2? Very good. Telling me specific where I'm going to read something. I'll read it tonight at home. Number 3. In. Do you live in? Because we live inside. Or an apartment. How about 4? Now, what is Malta? Do you know what that is? It's a place. Okay, so Malta is a place. Oh, good. Did you learn English at Malta? Right. Even they were in it, Malta is a specific location. Okay? This is hard. Oh. In a farm, at a farm, on a farm. It's on. Oh, she grew up on a farm. Why is it on a farm? I have no idea. Maybe because a farm is big. But if it were she grew up in Thailand, you say she grew up in Thailand. You don't say she grew up on Thailand, but you said she grew up in Thailand. But here, farm, we say she grew up on a big farm. You know, so we would say on. How about number 6? On. How many think it's on? On the newspaper? How many think it's in the newspaper? How about at the newspaper? I read about it in the newspaper because the words are on, the words are on, but you open it up, it's in the newspaper, in the magazine. I read it in the newspaper, in the magazine. That's a hard one. That might be a colloquialism too. What about number 7? Okay, let's say different things mean kind of a little different. If we say he went for a swim in the river, we definitely know he's in that river swimming. If we say he went for a swim at the river, that we don't know if he was at the river, and we're not sure he went for a swim or not because he's at the river. Okay, would not be on the river unless he was Jesus and he was walking on water. It's a joke. So it wouldn't be on, it would be, so it's different meanings. So at would mean that he's at the river and he went for a swim, but not that he's in the river, okay? So when you say he could have been swimming somewhere else at the river, but in the river. So kind of depends on what you mean. What about number 8? Right, because he's not, now, he's not in the carpet, on the carpet, right. Unless some dogs chew, chew, chew and go in the carpet. So number 10. Oh, that's a hard one. At the party. That's just a phrase. So were you in the party? That means something different. But it's were you at the party? Because they're asking you a specific location. Okay? Were you at the party? Good job, guys. At. Good. At the party. These are, and let's go to 124. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go to our, this is just kind of memorizing, but we're going to practice our reading, okay? Let's practice our reading with this, if you don't mind. I want